This is Max Williams with United Real Estate, and today I'm in the city of Richmond. More specifically, I'm in the Fan. Today we're going to take a look at a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath home. This home is located here in a typical Fan block. If you're all familiar with this location, you know that virtually on every street corner there's either a restaurant, a cafe, or a retail establishment. That's one of the things a lot of people love about this location. One of my favorite beverages is Deer Park spring water. And if I go to the dollar store, I will pay $1.25 for a bottle. If I go to a local takeout establishment, I'll pay $2. And if I go to the Richmond International Airport, my cost is going to be about $4. Now, granted, it is the same exact water, the same exact size, but location matters. We will pay those various amounts and not even think twice about it. And the same correlation works for real estate. If you have been watching for any amount of time, you know I absolutely love analogies dealing with women and or food. It would be completely inappropriate to do one with this topic about women, so we're going to stick with water. The same concept is true with real estate. The same home, the same bricks and sticks, if it were picked up and moved across town, would be worth a different amount of money. We are now in the Fan, which is extremely popular. And with popularity, price goes along with it. The more popular something is, the more people are willing to pay. That same concept is true throughout the world. That is not a Richmond concept. That is true everywhere. Inevitably, when I post higher priced properties, people will come on and comment occasionally. They'll say, oh, that's too much money, it's overpriced. And overpriced is really not the correct term. It may be more than you would be willing to pay, but if someone in the marketplace is willing to pay it, it's not overpriced. It's just simply priced more than you would want to pay. So it's important to have right terminology. Terminology in real estate can mean huge differences, and we want to make sure we're completely clear when we're dealing with the biggest asset typically most people will ever go with as far as a transaction. So I wanted to share that with you. This is, on a square foot basis, one of the most expensive parts of Metro Richmond. Okay, here on the side we can see we have an alleyway, and there is a 1-car garage. Now, garages in this area are pretty unusual, just because you're in an urban area, and if it does have a garage, in many cases, it's not something that would be suitable for a vehicle. This one is different, and they've done a really good job here with this renovation. This is an absolutely splendid single-family home here in the Fan. One of the other noteworthy things is in our historic districts, the city, the state, and the federal government actually have a say into some renovations. For example, exterior siding. Notice in this area you will not see any vinyl siding. A vinyl siding would be a violation of historic preservation standards. So they do have some say on the exterior. However, the interior is pretty much whatever an owner wants to do. Special thanks to Jared Davis, listing agent, who was kind enough to allow us to come and take a look at his beautiful listing. I don't come to this area very often, so it's really a treat for me to come and see exactly what rehabbers have done. Here on the front, we can see we just got an excellent example of curb appeal. We've got the red, the white, the blue, and I think it works very nicely. Notice we've got enough space there for a few rocking chairs, and then here on the front, we've got the beautiful brass hardware. Let's go on in and take a look and see what we have in store. Okay, as we come in, this is going to be a classic floor plan. Many of the homes built in this area and in this era have the same basic floor plan. And it generally will consist of a front room, a parlor. The nice tall ceilings are going to be fairly standard, as the coal burning fireplace are also. Back when this home was built, this is your heat source right here. And of course, we no longer use coal, so they made a nice little decorative focal point. They were able to give us some really nice exposed brick, and that's just the character that's reminiscent of what we see here in the Fan. The pocket doors are operational, so if you wanted to close this room off, you could. And the thing I like about this renovation is the developer has given us a nice combination of more private areas and more open areas. This, of course, would be your area here for dining. You, of course, could go with a much larger table. This is just simply staged to give you an idea of the possibilities. The color palette here is nice and neutral. We've got very light gray walls with white trim. And you notice you've got the beaded board here on the staircase. Plenty of wood details. They actually maintain the original looking hardware. And here on the first floor we have a powder room. Now this is important because some of the homes in this area actually don't have a first floor powder room. So that means you got to go all the way upstairs to use the facilities. Here to the right, this is going to be a gas-fired water heater. And then this home is heated with efficient natural gas. Now, gas is a huge plus nowadays because electricity rates have gone through the roof. So in these older homes, gas is definitely preferred over electric. All right, our beautifully appointed kitchen. We can see we've got the maple colored 42-inch cabinets. All of our stainless steel appliances wood convey. On the island, we have quartz, and I love a couple of things here. Number one, we've got plenty of storage down below. Double bowl sink, nice modern fixtures here. And also, they did a really smart design and gave us all of these outlets. Now, these outlets are really smart because if you're using small appliances, that's a perfect place to plug them in. You don't have to go ahead and try to run cords. So very smart design. And then we actually have a nice big 6 gang outlet right there on the end. So very well thought out plan as far as the electrical capacity. Here on our backsplash, we have our quartz that comes all the way up. And of course, it's the exact same species as we see on the countertop. So very nice look there. We have a 5-burner gas range here. Your T-bone, your porterhouse, your filet mignon, your pork chops, they go right here. This is where they go, and you can just really make some magic happen. Notice we've got the nice looking stove here. I'm trying to see who this is. Oh, that's GE Profile. Okay, you're dealing with a really good brand name there. Samsung is our microwave, and then on the opposite side, we have our Whirlpool dishwasher. So really good appliances here in this home, and a great looking fridge as well. I love the custom look that they did here with the cabinetry completely surrounding the fridge. Just gives a nice clean polished look. Here in the ceiling we have recessed lights as well as nice Edison bulbs here over the island. Okay, in the distance you can see this is going to be our family room. Now we've got 2 ceiling fans. Plenty of natural light will come in through those 5 windows. So this is something that we typically don't see, is this nice openness that we have here in the rear of the home. So I love the way they opened this up and gave us a nice modern floor plan. All right, we're gonna venture out the rear. One of the things that a lot of people don't have here in the fan is good outdoor space. And that's not true here. They have a wonderful hardscape. Actually, now that I look at it, you don't even need a lawnmower at this house. You have no grass. This is going to be a low maintenance yard, low maintenance outdoors. I guess if you had grass, it would not be a yard. So we've got just simply mulch, and we have a privacy fence that goes all the way around. This is a great place if you wanted to come out and have some air or entertain. You could actually do that here. Nice tall fence here on this side. I don't have the key to our garage, but it is a 1-car, of course, detached garage. It matches the home, and we've got a good looking roof on it as well. All right, let's go back inside and see what else we have in store. Just yesterday, I was out at the grocery store working in their cafe, and a nice lady came up to me and introduced herself, said that her and her family watch on a regular basis, and that happens to me fairly regularly in public. So if you happen to see me, don't be afraid to say hello. I'm the friendliest guy you'll ever meet, and I just love to speak with my viewers. Okay, love what they've done thus far. we're gonna go up to the second floor and see what else is in store. Okay, on the second floor, as we get to the top, I look straight up and we have a skylight in place. We are going to actually keep straight to the end of the hallway and see what we have down here. This is going to be our hall bath. This is going to be a classic black and white color palette. Black and white is very typical in historic homes, so they're keeping with that theme. The glass block is very unusual. I love it because we get some natural light in. It gives the space a little more character. And of course, we look great in this bathroom. Our paint looks fabulous. It's beautifully staged and just wonderful presentation. Okay, this is going to be bedroom number 1. I like the fact that we don't have any tiny bedrooms in this home. No 10 by 10 bedrooms. All of these bedrooms would facilitate a queen size bed or larger with no problem. And we've got good space here in our closets. If you're familiar with older homes, back when these homes were built, people didn't have a lot of clothes. They had maybe 2 or 3 pairs of shoes. I know, ladies, that just seems unethical, but that's the way it was. So they didn't have a need for anything more than about a 4-foot closet. So it's good to see modern sized closets here in these renovated historic homes. To the right is going to be bedroom number 2. Once again, we're dealing with a really good sized bedroom. This would facilitate a king with no problem. We have some bookshelves here. Now I love it because they went ahead and gave us the exposed brick as a backdrop for that bookshelf. And then of course our closet, we're probably about 4.5, 5 feet here on this one. Okay, I'm now taking you towards the front of the home. And this is our laundry. Second floor laundry, huge plus because all of your bedrooms are of course on the second floor. So why lug laundry up and down the stairs when you don't have to? Love that. We have it here, nice and convenient on the second floor. All right, this is going to be our primary bedroom. Love it because they gave us a nice vaulted ceiling. Of course, ceiling fan in place, the nice exposed brick for our coal burning fireplace. 3 big windows on the front, and then that is a king size bed that is currently staged. So you can see we've got enough space on either side for nightstands. Now, this bedroom would actually give you enough space with no problem if you wanted to have a little sitting area. You could easily set up a sofa and a couple chairs, maybe a TV on the wall here, and just have a really nice retreat in your historic home. All right, we have an ensuite that's straight ahead, and 2 closets actually are here. The first one is to our right. Now this one can be configured a few different ways. We've got a rod there, and so you could put maybe some additional cubbies in there if you wanted to have perhaps shoes or hats stored there. We've got a sliding door here, and this is going to be our actual walk-in closet. So super convenient to have them here as part of the bathroom. All right, double bowl sink. We've got a nice light gray and white color scheme. Nice big mirror there, modern light fixtures, and a tub. So I know a lot of you actually love the concept or the idea of having a tub in your primary, and this one definitely doesn't disappoint. You also have, of course, a stand-up shower, which is nice. You've got the glass, the frameless glass with the marble look tile that goes all the way to the ceiling. Wow, this is absolutely gorgeous. I love what they did here with this beautiful home. This just is a testament to the diversity of the homes. If you watch 10 of my videos, I guarantee you're gonna see all types of real estate, from urban to suburban to condos, townhomes, homes in the country, waterfront homes, you name it, we've got it here in Central Virginia. And I'd be happy to help. If you have any questions for me, my name is Max Williams. I can be reached on Facebook under Richmond Area Foreclosures, on YouTube under my name, Max Williams Realtor. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks so much for taking the tour. Y'all be safe. Have a great day.